So there has been controversy in my fantasy football league. As you know, I won my first ever championship in my fantasy football league, which has been going on since the 2013 season. And I came away with the win. And actually, it was not a zero point 0.2 margin of victory. It was actually 0.1. Yes, they adjusted it. And that's the part I was really nervous about throughout this entire week, since fantasy football wasn't finalizing scores until I think it was like Friday, due to the Damar Hamlin situation. And thank God he is still alive. Anyways, so what's the controversy? So my team matchup, Team WTF, or shall I say Team What the F, he's upset that he lost by that kind of a margin because Lamar Jackson was out with injury and Derek Carr was out because he was benched by Josh McDaniels. Pretty sad story, by the way. So he tried to use the Damar Hamlin situation because the scores weren't finalized and it wasn't clear whether those fantasy scores weren't going to go through at the time. So he wanted to use the Damar Hamlin situation as an excuse to try to get me to reset the entire finals matchup to week 18. Well, here's the problem with that. The fact that he's using a very tragic situation for his own benefit kind of messed up. And also, there was no way that I could have done something like that, extend it to week 18, because I already set it to only 17 weeks in fantasy football, because there is a general rule: never have your championship games on the last week of the NFL because of all these roster shufflings you'll have to do, since there'll be a lot of resting. Not everyone plays the entire game, so it wouldn't be fair to some. So it gets better. So to go even further, he even tried to bribe me to give him another shot. And all I can say is, you just should have picked a better quarterback, or set your lineups in a way that you would have came up with 1 or 2 more yards and you would have won. No, sorry, I'm not going to do any of those kind of accommodations. And here's the other thing. None of our players were from the Bengals or the Bills, so it would have made no sense to even extend another week of the finals. Bottom line, I won, you lost, you picked the wrong quarterback. I picked up Gardner Minshew before you did, because I know you would have picked him up if he was available. But bottom line, too bad, you lost.
Bye-bye. See you later.
I just had to get that off my chest. But going into next season, 2023, I will be creating some content based on fantasy football. The next video you may see is me conducting the fantasy football lottery. And the reason why I want to do this is because I want to bring my fantasy football into entertainment. And it's something I want to talk about throughout an entire season, because I already have so much fun playing fantasy football. Why not just put it into YouTube and make a content or a story out of it? Well, that's all I got. Just a little quick thing. I thought I'd tell you a really funny story. I don't know if it was that funny, but go ahead and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more future content. I will be covering baseball, football, maybe basketball. I haven't really thought of it yet. And also my fantasy football league.